Anybody? Uh, hello? Okay, I can't see anything or oh, okay. Can you, Judy, can you hear me? This is so weird. Okay. Hi, Rebecca from Mississippi. Oh, next door to me. Okay, yay. Okay, all right. So yeah, Lynn and I are having some issues. Like she can connect to the video, but I can't hear her, but she can hear me. So we're still trying to figure that all that out. But in the meantime, welcome everybody. Okay, so I know somebody's from was it Rebecca's from Mississippi, Judy is in Canada. Where's everybody else from? We'll just chit chat while we're waiting for Lynn to pop back on. Indiana, Massachusetts, Germany. Oh, what part of Germany? I love Germany. I mean, I absolutely. My son was born in Germany, and I I love Germany. I love everything about Germany. Okay, Minnesota. Oh, two Minnesotans. Did I say that right? Okay. Arizona. Yeah, Denise, is it Denisha? Is that how you pronounce your name? My bestie, my 80s bestie. Well, I hope Lynn comes back. I miss her. Nice. Okay. Okay. Wow. Okay. So Minnesota, Arizona. So there's two Massachusetts. Massachusetts. That's it. Oh, okay. Here we go. Let's try it again. Okay, I see you again, Lynn.
Can you hear me?
I
We
can't hear
can't hear
you.
you. I don't know why you can't hear me. Can you hear
I
me?
wonder.
I can't
You
hear
know
you.
what?
I don't know why you
Oh, you know what? Hold on.
hear
I have a feeling I know what the problem is, but it's going to make this difficult. Oh, you know what? Hold on. I have a feeling I know what the problem is, but it's going to make this difficult. Oh, you know what? Hold Go ahead, say something. I have a feeling I know what.
Hold on.
Yeah. It's headphones.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's headphones. Okay. Wait. Okay, Lynn, now. Okay. The
All right.
problem wasn't you. The problem was me. Okay, Lynn, now. Okay.
All right. Now we got. All right. Cool. Now I got it all figured out. Ugh.
Well, I had my headphones or my microphone was plugged into my earphone jack. Okay.
Right. Now
I have an echo now. Okay.
Not anymore. I turned. It was mine because I had on both my. Gosh darn it! I had it on both my. And I broke my phone. Hang on. This is not turning. I told you this was going to be a poop show.
The first time I went live, it was not great. So we're good. This is normal.
I told you it was going to be a poop show. I had my laptop on and my phone on. So now we're good, I hope.
Okay.
Judy says we're good. We're good.
Yay!
Told you.
Hi, Angel. Oh my goodness. Okay, this is fun.
So hi everybody that I missed before when you were all saying hello. We don't need to redo that. Hi. Coffee.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So I just asked everybody where they were from. There is somebody that's from Indiana.
Oh, where about in Indiana?
That's all I know is in Indiana.
Hi, Judy.
Oh my goodness. This is so much fun.
I don't know how people do this all the time. This is so stressful. Anyway, Arizona, never been there.
Okay, now that's the second person in Arizona.
Okay, Huntington. Is that down by Indianapolis? I think. See, I'm from the region. I'm from way north, near Chicago, as you can tell by my accent. People tell me I have an accent. I don't hear it, but people say I do.
Wow. Okay.
Hi, Angel.
Look, Judy's the first person to tell me I had an accent. So.
You have a little bit of Southern.
Really?
Oh, Huntington is past Fort Wayne. That's where my daughter-in-law is from, is Fort Wayne. So I know that area. But you do have a little Southern accent.
Honestly, I think it comes and goes sometimes. I have one of those accents that, like, when I lived in Michigan for a year, I was there for 2 weeks and I picked up the Michigander accent. And then moving back here, I picked up the Southern. But yeah, it depends on where I go or who I'm speaking with. I'm able to, like, pick up their accent really quickly.
Hold on a second. Somebody just said they're from the UK.
Yes.
Whoa, hello over there on the pond. Are you excited for the coronation? Because I am.
Is that in June?
I think it's this weekend. Isn't it May 5th or 6th or so? It's coming up, I thought.
Oh, wow. Why did I think it was in June?
I thought it was in...
I don't know.
I've been so out of touch. It could be in June. It could be May. I don't know.
Well, we should ask the person from the UK. I'm sure that they can tell us.
Hello, person from the UK. Is it this weekend or is it next? Or is it next month? Okay. Told you. Poop show.
Okay, so it is this weekend.
So it is. That's what I thought. Because I noticed I've been seeing a lot of things like they're doing dress rehearsals and... You're going? Oh, I'm so jealous.
That is...
I am so jealous that you get to go and do this.
That is so cool.
I just
see, and I knew it was going to be an eventful week, you know, for things like, you know, our kickoff and
like a kickoff.
Star Wars Day. The Guardians of the Galaxy movie comes out tomorrow.
Not any of that.
Wow. Okay. Wow. Okay, Virginia. Virginia? Is there a Virginia in England?
There must be.
Okay. Okay. All right.
I need to finish coffee. Okay.
I have so many things, but at the same time, I have nothing. So, she's going to the Sheep and Wool Festival. Got it.
I'm jealous about that too because
Me
there
too.
are no fiber festivals in Florida
or none. Louisiana. Go figure. There is one in Texas. I just found out. It's in I think it's in November every year.
Texas isn't a far drive. I have a motorhome. I'll swing
through
if you're
Louisiana
coming this
way, stop by and pick me up.
And pick you up, and we'll go to Texas. I doubt it.
Sorry, I didn't understand that.
Oh, I wasn't talking to you. My watch is talking to me.
You know what's funny is when I was getting ready, I said, you know what, Lynn hasn't been wearing her teal glasses, so I'll just put on my.
I put these on this morning because I figured Jackie's gonna have her turquoise teal glasses on.
This is probably the first time I've worn these glasses.
I was trying to explain to my daughter. She's like, well, what makes her evil? I said, because she copies me.
I think you. Okay. Okay.
So anyway.
Maybe we're Wonder Twins as opposed to Evil Twins.
Wonder Twins it is. But see, I don't... All right. Wonder Twins it is.
Okay, so the coronation is on Saturday, and the Queen was coronated in June. That's why I was thinking it was in June. So, all right. Thank you for clearing that up for us.
So anyway, Tanks and Teas 2023. You didn't make a song.
Okay, I wanted to say something to you. I saw your video yesterday. The tank that you're making that's it's got linen in it. Okay.
This one.
The hi Dawn. The remember I showed you the swatch I did with the linen yarn?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay. You should probably swatch that, or at least block what you have so far, because linen changes after it's blocked.
Oh, I'm aware.
And it might grow.
And that's why I'm making it so that even if it does grow, it'll be fine. This is, there's no structure to this. It's basically 2 rectangles that you sew up the front and sew up the back.
Okay.
So if it stretches a little, it stretches a little. If it grows a little, it grows. Because the pattern is written for a crop top. And y'all know that we don't need to see that. So
you're doing it as the pattern is written with the intent or the expectation
that I'm going to block it longer.
Okay.
Because, yeah, no, we don't need that extra openness down there. So yes, I am aware that this is going to stretch and grow.
Okay.
So, yes. And it's, I think, I don't know, because of the cotton, I don't think it's going to do that much. Because it's more cotton than linen.
Cotton stretches also. Neither one of those have any kind of elasticity in them.
Right.
So
it'll be fine. And it's just for a cover up. It's not like it's a structured sweater. It's just
okay. Y'all hear her saying this, right? So we need to mark this down so that way, if
no, it's gonna be fine. Like I said, it's just a unstructured. I don't care if it comes off my shoulders. I don't care if my shoulders are okay to show. It's just something to throw over.
You're not making it to wear like as a top with nothing underneath.
Oh hell no! Okay. You can see through this thing.
Well, okay. See, now that my thing is, I want a top that I don't have to have.
And that's this for me. This is the Run Again. And I've split off for the shoulders. I'm on the back panel right now. And you can wear this one without anything underneath.
Have you blocked it?
No, it's Bambootiful.
Linen.
I don't block. I don't block. I don't swatch. It'll be what it is.
Oh my goodness.
It's fine. Seriously. I haven't blocked this. I never swatched this, and I wear this.
But wait, you just have to see what it does after it's been washed, because I'm just
honey, anything that I create, anything that I make is hand washed delicately, laid flat to dry.
Right.
There will be no
but you haven't washed
it
yet.
Huh?
You haven't washed them yet.
Nope. They don't need to be washed. They don't get dirty.
What?
Seriously.
Okay.
It may be washed later.
Anyway, okay, who has started their tank/tea?
See, we are so total opposites about what we do.
She's such a rebel.
I am.
Yeah,
no,
that sounds about right.
It is going to be fine, Dawn. It's going to fit me just fine. There's no structure to this tank top. It is a boxy fit. It's got 4.5 inches.
Thank you, Elaine. Thank you. Or you see the evil part, right? There's the evil.
Can't you see the horns holding up my halo? Now listen, it is a boxy construction. There's no fit to this. It is a box. That's it. So it'll be fine. Amanda,
Okay.
you're doing about a third of the way through.
Okay. Sally said she's doing the Wren tank. What fiber are you using? What is your Yeah, I'm gonna try to save it. Yes, Don. Again, I need proof. I want to be able to play this back, and I'll put some of my little edits in there, and yeah, we'll make it go viral.
Listen, you guys, seriously, Dawn, you know this. I am as laid back a crocheter as there is. I don't swatch. I don't block. What I create is what I create. That's sugar wheel cotton will be nice.
Yeah, that's gonna be nice and soft. Did you swatch, Sally?
Or are you in the rebel camp?
Well, speaking of swatches, I'm gonna say that I started swatching with like so many different fibers because I wasn't sure what I wanted to do. Let's see, I started with, okay, this is the Bambootiful. Where am I at? There we go.
Deb, what color bamboo pop are you using? And Sally, thank you. No swatching.
Okay. So here's my Bambootiful swatch. I like it, but it's kind of heavy.
See, I agree. You just do what they say. No swatching.
Okay, but see, the thing is, not everybody stitches the same way. Have you ever noticed sometimes, especially if you have like any kind of like autoimmune disease, you can crochet for like 3 hours on Saturday, and then on Sunday when you pick it up, the stitches won't be the same because your tension has changed. Judy,
Judy doesn't
okay,
swatch.
Leanne, you have got you. There's a revolt. Everybody's revolting. No, don't do this. Don't do this.
I honestly, I personally think swatching, unless you're doing something that is minutely fitted, it's a waste of time. Because if you use the same hook, the same yarn, maybe not the exact same yarn, but if bamboo, and you follow the instructions, you should be able to create something almost identical. There should, even if your tension is a little different, it shouldn't make that big of a deal. But I will say this, that anytime I have swatched, and I have swatched on a couple of occasions, my swatch came out perfect. I did not have to make any adjustments. Okay. So my tension is average. I'm not a tight crocheter. I'm not a super loose crocheter. I'm an average crocheter. So I'll leave it at that.
Well, now I didn't always swatch. Swatching is something that probably in the last year I started doing, just because I've had some really bad experiences, even with swatching. Some of the testing patterns that I've done, my swatch said this, but the finished one was 4 sizes too big. So as you get more into garment making, and maybe like you're saying, something that's not like just rectangles or squares, but something that's more fitted, that makes sense. Also, if you're using different yarn than what the pattern calls for, if it calls for a 4 weight and you're using a 3 weight or a 5 weight, that might be
you're gonna need therapy over. She's obsessed about those swatches.
Huh?
No, this is the first time I've ever used cotton and linen blend ever. So
now
it's a new experience.
I have some of this. What is this? Cotton and linen, whatever.
Yeah,
I got this last year. I don't like it. I don't like it. It reminds me of sugar, no, peaches and cream, like washcloth.
It does have a stiff feel, but it depends on the, like I'm using Juniper Moon Farm. Hey,
Hi,
Sherry.
Sherry.
It's, you can feel the linen, but it's gonna make a perfect summer throw over the top garment.
Right.
That has no structure, that is, you know, it goes this way, and it's just going to be just an overthrow over, like when I, in my house, it's a meat locker because it's 100 degrees outside and 30 inside. You just need that little something over your tank top. So I'm not, for this particular garment, swatching isn't important. Now, if I was doing something with some more expensive yarn with some definite shaping, darting, the whole 9 yard, I'd probably swatch. But this doesn't need it.
Well, I'm just, you know what? I just want anybody to have like a horrible experience. And yeah, see the linen, I got some linen, 100% linen yarn the other day, and I was playing with it while I was talking with Lynn, and the first swatch I made with it, it was like crocheting with wire, and but I blocked it and then took it out because I didn't like how it looked. And then I made another swatch with the linen, and I did it with the Tunisian crochet, and I like this much better. But what I really, really love is the drape. And I mean, if I would have judged this solely on how it felt in the skein, I would have never gotten to this part of life. So I've already decided what I'm going to make with the linen, and I made a mistake and ordered like 4 skeins, or 4, it's 5 there. It's on Premier Yarns website. It's a 5-pack of 100% linen, and it's $12. I ordered 4 5-packs, and then like a couple of hours later, like a crazy person, I ordered, I think, 3 or 4 more. So I got like all of these colors because I had plans. I was like, I'll just hold 2 together and it'll do da 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 da. Well, now that, oh, and I ended up washing the hanks before I've finished, before I've crocheted them. I went ahead and washed it, and in the skein, or in the hank, it's much softer already, so it's going to be much easier to crochet with. So that was an idea, and I did some research, and that has been suggested. So, but I'm going to have a whole lot of linen garments because I have a whole, and each thing is like 400, 500 yards. So yeah, it's a lot of yardage. So anyway, oh, in this color, if you decide to get it, it does bleed. So that's another good reason to wash the hank before you crochet with it. I can't read anything that's going by me. It's like stuff is, I know, it's going
way fast. And I'm trying
so I was trying to swatch for the Wren tank, and this is the last one I made. It was Gwen, it was in a in the hank. So all I did was take the label off and unfold it, or I just took the label off, and then as it was folded, like, oh, sorry. So like it was like this, and I just soaked it like this for like 30-45 minutes, and then I squeezed it out, you know, not wringing it. I just squeezed it out and then unfurled it and then laid it flat to dry. And then once it was completely dry, I twisted it back up. So it is ready to, this is not one, I'm just holding a hank, but it was It was really easy to do. It was definitely the lazy man's method. If there's an official method, I don't know it, but it was fine.
It worked.
Yeah. So anyway, after all of this swatching I did, again, there's one, I was going to show you this, 1, 2, don't matter about that one, 3, 4, 5, I think 6. And then I ended up not using any of the swatching because I decided to use my own tea pattern. So I started this last night, and this yarn, oh my goodness. If y'all haven't decided on a yarn yet and you're still looking for a yarn, this is like clouds kissing angels and mermaids and babies. And oh my gosh, it is so, this is 72% fine superwash merino and 28% mulberry silk. This is what dreams are made of, okay? It's just and it showed up at my doorstep. Again, I'm like knee deep in all of these swatches, and all of a sudden it's like, oh, here's this package. Oh.
Well, you got your inspiration. Now create.
Okay, now I can't hear you again. Hold on. That
What
was on
you
me.
do?
Let me
You
see if I can.
You unplug something.
Let me. Oh crud. Nope. Oh well. Wonderland, yes. Oh yeah, Deb. I know you told me you'd placed an order. I don't remember what yarn you got, but the silk twist.
I have to try it. I've never tried it.
See, I can't hear. Oh, this is bugging me. Okay, let me see.
What did you bump when you dropped whatever it is you dropped?
My air conditioner kicked on, and then that's why I can't hear you anymore. All right, hang on.
We're hanging.
Surgery. Talk amongst yourself.
Anyway, regardless of Miss Bossy
I hope I'm
Pants
not
down
flashing
there,
anyone.
You're not. You're good. Miss Bossy Pants and her swatching, and Dawn and her swatching. You're Bossy Pants too. I really like this Juniper Moon Farm. I've never had this before. I've never done it before. But I'm using Juniper Moon Farm Zoe, however it says it. It's 60-40 cotton linen blend. I love this stuff. It's soft. It's not splitty. I like that it's roving. Judy, I picked this up on the local yarn shop day last Saturday at She Sells Yarn and More. But Juniper Moon Farms is sold on Webs, which is yarn.com or Webs. They actually have it on sale right now, currently, for $12.99. A ball, a hank, a donut, whatever these things are called. So
this was gifted to me. I got two. I got one in this color and one in pink.
Well, this is called white
pepper. I had it first, so just saying.
Ever Wonder Twin. Yeah. It works up really, really nice. It's not splitty, but I wasn't prepared for the roving. I'm going to pull some out so you can see. It goes really thin, and then it gets really thick and fluffy, and then it goes back down to really thin, and then back to thick and fluffy, and then you got this long section of nothing, of regular, and then it goes down to really, really thin, and then back to thick and fluffy. That's not what I was prepared for. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but Surprise. It was a different thing, and I'm okay with it. I think it's making a pretty fabric. I think you can see the stitches well enough. I think it'll black really nice and open it up even more.
What size hook are you using?
I am using a G 4mm hook.
It looks so, I mean, because it's a number 2 yarn, but it looks thick the way you did yours.
I think it's because of the roving, but it is definitely a number 2. Definitely. I think at the thickest point, it's right on that edge between a 2 and a 3. But there's some where it goes down to fingering weight. So it's interesting. Like I said, I ain't mad at it, but it's really cute. So between the Renigan, the Ren Tank, and the Rusty Road, that's 3. And then I am going to do a t-shirt, but that's gonna have to wait. I got so many other things to do.
I'm gonna do the Ren Tank. I think I keep going back and forth, but it was because of the yarn. It's like, you know how you get yarn and you're like, oh, this is the best yarn ever because this is the best yarn ever. And then you're like, okay, but is this yarn or is this pattern this yarn worthy? And that's what I was going through all of the like number 3s that I already had in stash, which when this popped up, I was like, okay, well, I have to use this, but I don't know if that pattern, not a specific pattern, but if that pattern was this yarn worthy. So I had to start all over again. And then I ended up at decision paralysis. And I said, you know what? I'm just going to go with this one that I have had this pattern so many times now. So almost every top I've made thus far since December has been some variation of this pattern. But this is a T, not a tank.
So get out of your own way and make something different. That's why I'm doing this Ren tank top, because I've never done a V-neck. Everything I've done has been the 2 panels that you sew up to leave the V-neck. Push yourself, move on to something else.
But see, I know, but I don't like the 2, making 2 of the exact same and then putting it together, because bad things have happened in the past. I mean, the first one will look great, but that second one, that's why I say I can't make socks, because that first one will be perfect. That second one will be like Pippi Longstocking. But you're right. That's what I've been trying to do, which is why I was trying to say I'm going to make that tank, because it's a pattern that I've never done before. It's put together in a way that I don't normally go. I like top down because I like to be able to try it on as I go. And that pattern is not like that. It's bottom up and then pieces. So, but I know that
I'm the exact opposite. I would rather make pieces and put it together than do it all in one. So I think I need to do a top down instead of a bottom up, just to push myself to see if I can do it. Because when I do top down, the armholes are never right. I end up frogging it and forgetting it. They're either too big or too small.
Well, you're a weirdo. That's why.
I know. What am I going to do? It's always something.
Well, and again, because after we found the pattern and I was like, okay. And I was reading it, I said, oh, and I had just done like a video where I was pretty much on a rant about not reading the pattern all the way through. And then realizing it's front, back. Yeah. So, but I was like, with everyone else that's going to be, encouraging me that I'll be able to do this. But then this yarn showed up. This was unexpected.
Well, I am a big proponent of read the whole pattern through, because that's how I screwed this up so royally and had to frog it like 3 times. And I needed to take my own advice. Measure your arms. Mine are different sizes around. You know what? I've come to that conclusion too. I'm not symmetrical.
Nobody is.
And
Nobody is. I mean, you got one boob bigger than the other boob. Nobody is.
yeah, I'm not symmetrical.
We're imperfectly perfect.
Yes, yeah. That's for sure.
So
But
I think
anyway,
for the Wren tank, though, I'm going to use Holst Coast yarn, which is the cotton and wool blend, and I'm going to hold 2 strands together. And well, I had the swatch here, and then I probably ate it. I love the drape. It's
no comment, Dawn.
The thicker side. What?
She said she's not symmetrical or sane. So I'm gonna be a good girl, and I'm not gonna say anything. But anyway,
you're the evil one.
Hey, listen. The whole time I was growing up, they called me Linan the Good. I can be evil once in a while if I want to. It's okay. It's where the fun cookies are.
Okay, we have. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Y'all. Okay, I want to know.
As we got off the rails, let's get back on the rails. So, we have decided. I'm just going to put this out there. The reason I'm doing the Wren tank in the yarn I chose, which is Bambootiful, is because it's almost identical to Kubu. Basically, it's the same yarn. I wanted to do it with what she did, how she did it, making no modifications. Because I saw Judy post a little bit ago that she's always modifying the patterns. You start with a pattern, then you modify it, and you make changes to it and whatnot. I'm making myself follow this pattern to the letter. Because I do that a lot. I will start a pattern and go, what were they thinking? And then change it to fit my needs. This particular one, I am to the letter, to the count, doing it how she's got it on the pattern. So that this is for me to say, if you're newbie, if you've never done a wearable before and you could read a pattern, this is what you can create. Yeah. That's why I'm doing it this way.
That makes sense. And yes, Dawn, it is a guide, but sometimes you should have some similar making under your belt before you try to. I mean, like me, if somebody gave me a recipe, I have to follow the recipe because I don't know enough about cooking to wing it, and you really don't want me to wing it. I mean, unless you like to spend the evening in the ER having your stomach pop. So I know my limitations. But I mean, that's like this pattern again. I made it the first time as it was written, and then actually no, I didn't, because I had to think about that because it has ruffles on the sleeves, and I don't like ruffles. But the shell or the base of it is wonderfully written, and I like again that it's top down and it's raglan, and once you get the numbers set as far as when to do your increases for the shoulders, it's super easy. So I forgot what I was going to say. Here is my Wren tank beginnings.
It's a pretty color.
I'm just using scrap.
See, and a lot of times you find that it seems to me that there isn't necessarily an industry standard. I would rather a pattern tell me to do it to this measurement than an exact chain. Because if you follow an exact chain and it says, do 136 chains compared to doing something that's 87 inches, I know that's probably not right. But if you chain 87 inches and you're not at 136 stitches or whatever, I would rather have that inches and then who cares what the measurement is or the chain count is. I think it makes for a more customizable thing. But again, like I said, I'm doing this to the letter. If you do it, it's my way of showing newbies that they can do this. Because I've had so many people say to me, I've never made a wearable because I'm afraid I can't do it. Well, yes, you can. If you can read the pattern and you can do a single crochet or an extended single crochet, you can do this pattern. See, I'm going to show you how to do it. So that's where we're
Well, I
at.
know that Ashley, yeah, the designer, she just said that because she used bamboo also that's why she said that swatching was important and fabric or fiber choice, because she said specifically that bamboo, that top stretched. Now, because she used bamboo, this is again stuff that I've picked up in researching summer yarn weights, because it's bamboo and it stretches and doesn't bounce back. The way it's constructed with the two pieces put together is actually better than if it was made like in the round, because if it, I guess the seams kind of give it some structure. But she did say that bamboo top will grow. So, and again, that V-neck you want.
Well, definitely going to tighten it up with some single crochet for sure.
Yeah, I think that's where I'm going to do some, I guess, alteration, is just to make sure that I'm decent in public. As decent as I can be.
Yes, that's true,
you,
Dawn.
Gwen. Yes, please. Thumbs up. Thumbs up.
Yeah, Dawn, you're right. The stitch selection also makes a difference. And I think, the tighter the stitch, like a single crochet or the extended single crochet, stops it from overstretching. Like, because
this is the first time I've done anything with the extended single crochet. I like the linked double crochet. And I like the moss stitch. The last thing I made, oh, you can't see. Well, because I had to turn my phone.
I know.
Yeah, Hetty was in the picture and she's been yelling at me this whole time, but she's wearing something I just finished, but you can't see. You can't see it because, well, let's see. Hold on. Let me see if I can. Move your head, Jackie. Move your head. There we go. Now,
cute little short sleeve cardigan.
It was a test pattern, and I am trying really hard not to let my OCD bother me, because the two sides don't match as far as the pattern. I used Nordica, the self-patterning yarn.
Right.
And it's gorgeous, beautiful. The back is amazing since it's all one piece. This was made in panels and I had to sew it together, but it used the moss stitch, and the moss stitch is like my happy place. It is. And so the extended, the stitch that we do for the Wren tank is, the extended moss stitch, basically.
It is. It's the extended single crochet moss stitch, basically.
Yeah. But I fell in love with that. I made that one in no time. The sweater. It's a cardigan, and then I did the back. Yvette, I can just see. I've never used Kobu. I mean, I've tried, but yes. See, this side is bigger.
I don't mind that it's not that it doesn't match. I think that adds interest to it, and that's just me.
It didn't bother me until I took a picture of it to send to the group, and I was just like, it's okay. And I'm walking around my husband. I said, it's okay, right? He said, what do you mean? I said, it's okay, right? He said, oh yeah, it's fine. You just need to pull it up on the other side so that they line up. So no, it's not fine.
Doesn't work that way. Doesn't work that way. I like that it's different.
I can't hear you. My air can there. Oh, look, now I can hear. The air turned off. Oh gosh. Anyway, so okay, so I have started the tank. I've started the tea, and I've also started another tea. I had one I made. It was I think Aestus. I don't know how you pronounce it. The Aestas top, and I put it in. It was in in the Ravelry video. I made it, but it had boob, like you could peekaboo. That's what I kept calling it. And so I frogged it, and now I'm remaking it, and it's a little bit of a pain in the patootie, but it's really cute. Let's see.
Oh, that's sweet. I like that.
Yeah, it's top down, and if I counted while I crocheted, I'd probably not have had to frog it as many times as I have. See, there's my rebellious streak. I don't always count my stitches. I'll tell you why. Because I forget what number I'm on. Hi, Karen. I forget. Thank you. I'm like, I'll go, like, if I use stitch markers, and I'm like, okay, I will use a stitch marker every 20 stitches. And then I'm like, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to 20. And then I'm like, okay, wait, did I say it was 20? Did I put it on the 21st stitch, or did I put it on that? So I start out with stitch markers with the best of intentions, but at the end, it's, yeah, I don't know.
You are a rebel.
That's the only thing that I can think of that you know about that I just, Dawn, look, okay, it's the ADHD in me, because I have the best of it. Okay, this right here, this is my crochet planner, and it has all kinds of stuff. When I wrote a pattern, I wrote notes, I took notes. I can't find any of them in here, but it's a bullet journal, and I like marked my pages. I went through and numbered out. Yeah. And then I'll be like, oh, I'll use these stitch markers because they're cute. And I'll have the yellow ones that mark every 5th stitch, and I'll have the pink ones that mark every 10th. Anyway.
Okay, that's too much work for me. No,
That's what I'm saying. It's like I try to help myself, but then I get in my own head and I overthink it, and the next thing I know,
oh girl, you need a Zen timeout. You need to go sit in the corner someplace and count to 100.
Did you
Seriously?
I can't count. Did you miss that?
I need coffee.
I mean, like 98, 90. Wait. Did I count? Was that right? Was I counting by fives? The 3 hours later, I'm like 88, 89.
So, girl, you need a time out. Time out. All right, good gravy. Anyway, does anybody else have any questions about this poop show of a nonsense that's been going on for the last 45 minutes?
There's not nonsense. This is great stuff.
This is great stuff. This is internet gold, people.
Yeah, somebody's going to put all of this together where rebellious Lynn Ann is not swatching. She's the anti-swatcher. And then there's Jackie, who can't count.
The non-counter.
Oh my gosh, we're superheroes. I don't know exactly what our skills will be good for, but we've got them.
So anyway, yeah. So, well, I'm glad you're having fun, Gwen, because we're all, who has more fun than people?
I gotta say, this whole live thing, now that we're experts at it, And when I realized that, I can't believe I had you like, yes.
Yes, it's true.
See, I was having,
Anyway.
let me show you this. Okay, my daughter,
Woo,
y'all,
shiny.
if you know, yes, if you know, my daughter, who goes by Not Hetty, I was having a really, really, really bad day yesterday, like really bad. And she asked me to take her to, well, I had to take her to urgent care because she's sick. But she said, can we go by Dollar Tree? And I was like, whatever. And I did not get out of the car at all. I was just in such a bad mood. Anyway, last night, after I got up from my 5-hour nap, she presented me with this.
Aww.
I cried.
Aww.
She made this, like, okay, so she gets in the car with this huge piece of red poster board and a bag. I had no idea what was going on. And yeah, so this is my
very sweet.
And she's like, I'm just so proud of you. And I'm like, I thought I embarrassed you. She said, you do, but I'm still proud of you. Anyway, I couldn't wait to share it with someone.
Well, it's very adorable and very sweet of your daughter to think of that.
Wow. For 52 years. And wait, what was the last part? I didn't catch the bottom.
She's never swatched. You go, girl. See, it's not necessary. It's an evil waste of time.
How is it a waste of time though? You're still crocheting.
Well, no.
Really?
It's a waste of time. You could be putting together something. You could be getting closer to the finish line.
But you are. And you know what? Someone was talking, I was listening to a podcast and they said, what do you do with your swatches after you've swatched them? And, you can frog it and, reclaim the yarn, or you can make like mug rugs, or I have a chalkboard in my kitchen and we can use it to like as a eraser. So, I mean, it's not a waste. I like making small things.
I'm asking this as an absolutely serious question, because I've seen tutorials and patterns for mug rugs. Do people really use them?
Okay.
Because I think they are just something to clutter up. Why would you do this?
See, okay, there's a lot of stuff, especially that falls into, okay, here we go. This is Jackie's rant, so go ahead and record this. There's a lot of things that are in the crochet, I'll just say category.
But why would you?
Yes. And it's just like, look, it's crocheted. I've got this thing, and it's like,
Dawn, they're clutter. They're not coasters. They don't soak up the water. They don't.
Well,
just.
If they're made out of cotton, they would. But again,
that would 9 times out of 10, you're not using cotton.
But if you make it 6 by 6 or larger, then you can use it as a dishcloth. So that would work. Or if you kept all your pieces and sewed them together to make a blanket. But oh my gosh, no, I don't know. Like people are like, oh, I'm gonna make I'm gonna make 80 of these teeny tiny little squares. And
Deb, do you, out of every type of yarn, you use them? I mean, hi Sherry. Does it really?
Hi Sherry.
Is it just because it looks cute, or because it's functional? I've come to the conclusion I'm not creating things just because they're cute. I'm right. It's got to serve a purpose as far as I'm concerned. And I have done coasters. Don't get me wrong. I've done coasters out of cotton. That, with the cotton, the scratchy cotton at Walmart.
Okay. Peaches and cream.
That's the one. Thank you. And they're cute. However, I don't find them very practical. Practice sewing.
You could take 4 of those, sew them together, and make it into a washcloth, or a floor Swiffer thingamabobber. So I spent a couple of days ago. I made some Swiffer pads because I wanted to. And
here again, this is just me.
Okay, but do you have a Swiffer?
Making those kind of things make me crazy. I don't want to make coasters. I don't want to make Swiffer pads. I don't want to make bookmarks. I don't want to make. No, I want to make something more than something. I cannot do the little things. I can't. It makes me nuts.
Okay, and I'm even not a little thing. It's pretty big. My Swiffer.
But I'm getting to the point where I don't even want to do hats anymore.
Yeah.
It's like, how many hats can you make? I mean, they're cute and all, but my kids don't need any more. Cozies.
Oh yeah. I made that. Where did I put it? All of them have left the nest. Where are they?
You mean yarn put around cozies. Like your cake?
Huh?
Like to put around your like if you cake up?
Yes. I have a bunch of those. I made one in the same yarn that you made your shawl, your virus granny shawl out of, the same yarn. I made because I don't have any of them in here. But those are very practical.
But they're not elastic enough to hold it as it shrinks.
Yeah, because you make it's like basically like a hat, right? But if you use like all of the ones I've made, the one I think that's got the best stretch is it's a elastic sock yarn, I think. Hold on a second. This is bugging me.
I would make stuff for donations, but yeah, there's nobody around here that takes them right now. Make coasters and trivets. I could see that. But if it's only out of cotton, you can't use acrylic for that kind of stuff, because if you put something hot on acrylic, it's going to melt.
Okay, so this is the one it's made out of the sock yarn, and it just it hugs the cake so it doesn't go flopping all over the place.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Dawn. Well.
Oh wait, what did Dawn say? I wasn't listening.
I know. She gives the swatch to the person she gifts the article to, so that they can use it if they need to make repairs, which does make a good idea.
That's smart. Look at there. See? Yeah, but Stephanie, you have to swatch first. Ha ha. Hi, Stephanie.
I am going to stay rebellious for as long as I can. I am not.
I'm looking forward to the day where you find that pattern that is fitted and it requires you to swatch.
And that's fine. If I find a pattern that is fitted and required to swatch, then I will. But the current patterns that I am using do not require it. And I am not going to make myself do tedious work when I can be moving on to the next thing. I have 8 grandkids.
Okay.
Oh, well, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
I have 7 grandkids. You win. You're one more than me. And I'm not getting any more after this. They're done.
7's a good number.
7 is a good number.
Spread over how many children?
3 adult children with 7 grandchildren. Okay. So, and they're done. There will be no more. The youngest will be 3 in December, and the oldest just turned 18.
Wow.
No, I said it was a good idea of the use of the swatch. I didn't say the actual adult, swatching. Not a good idea. But if you're going to do it, you need to do something with it. Thank you, Stephanie. Never swatch. My camp is winning with the never swatch. Thank you, Stephanie.
That's okay. Never swatch, forever frog. Ooh, there's a t-shirt.
You better quick and copyright that.
1 of 12. Wow.
Wow.
My dad's 1 of 13.
Well, my grandfather was
Judy,
1 of 21.
I would never swatch for a shawl. I don't understand. Yeah, that to me would be a waste unless the swatch is the beginning part of the shawl. I've seen a lot of I've seen some patterns that are like that. Like, as you're starting the shawl, you can use that as the swatch and then you go from there. So even if there's another take on a swatch is even if you don't want to make an official swatch, you should still, as you're working whatever the pattern is, you can measure to see what your gauge is in the project you're already working on, just so that when you make it again, I had this many stitches, or I was on gauge, or I wasn't on gauge, whichever. That way for yourself. Because I have found if you have different hooks, like different brand hooks, even though they're the same size, if you were to switch hooks in the middle of a project, it's not going to crochet the same either.
Well, there is how I avoid that. This hook will only be used for this project. And each one that has a different four will get a different. Each bag has the project and the hook. I have multiple.
Well, man, how what's it like being perfect?
It's not. Listen, girl. I am the least perfect person on the planet. But if I don't stick the hook with the project in the bag, I'll never remember what hook I used.
Oh,
because I don't write it down. I should. I have a book. It just doesn't get used. So if they are not together.
See that?
Yeah, but I would forget to put that on.
You do it as soon as you do your starting chain and you pop it in there.
Yeah, well, no.
But no, I do.
And my husband's always asking me, do you really need more hooks? Well, yeah, I really need more hooks.
Can I just say, remember the hooks I got from Temu? And I was like, I'm not sure I'm going to like these. Oh my God. I don't know. I know that there's
Thank you, Purple. Yes, Terry, I am a true rebel.
Okay, I know her name. What is her name? Purple. Trish. Trish is the purple yarn over. I just watched one of her videos yesterday. I don't know. It's all a blur. Anyway,
Temu hooks.
These stitches with the hooks with the, what do you call this? It's like rubbery something. I think like clover makes some. Oh my God, I cannot get enough. And I know, again, it's my special brain thing, but I love these hooks. I would just sit and play with them.
Nancy from She's Got Yarn Too, when we went to lunch last week, she gave me a set of the dots that are the clover
We Crochet
from We Crochet.
Yeah,
they are all that and a bag of chips and long enough for my big fluffy hand. I don't have one in here with me now because they're all out of my cart. But yeah, because I can't use the Clover and More because they're too small. They hit me at the end of my palm and it irritates. So I've never used them. These dots are longer than that and they're the soft, just like the Clover, and I love them. Jackie, I have man hands. I have giant, fluffy man hands.
Yeah. We're in the same club.
These
my hands are bigger than my husband's hands.
Mine too. What does that say? Listen, that's awesome, the French and our Canadian in me. Really, really I'm big, I'm fluffy. It's just the way it is. See, Sherry, I think you're right. Did you get some, Judy? I think I must have missed that. I'm gonna tomorrow on my video. I've got a huge yarn haul and a surprise that came in, and I got that set of hooks. So I'm going to talk about those hooks tomorrow.
Well, these are great. So if you want to get some more, these were $6 for a set of 9, I think.
Not bad. Yeah, I'm not mad at Temu either. I know there's a lot of people that get freaked out because, oh, it comes from China. Everything comes from China anymore, people, whether you like it or not.
Right.
So I'm not mad at it. I'm so excited to try this. I'm as soon as I get through some of this.
You had me jealous for that.
I wish we could do television touch because this is so soft. And it's supposed to be, hi Denise. It's supposed to be cashmere, wool, and Angora. If it's pretend cashmere, it is spot on pretend cashmere because this is so flippin' soft.
Is that fingering weight?
It's fingering weight. This is going to be like third down on my list of things to do.
See, that would be, I'm finding that fingering weight yarns and Tunisian crochet, perfect combination. That's like perfect.
Greetings from Germany. Oh my gosh. I can't believe
so Dawn, you're the only other person I've ever heard mention hero hooks. Crystal at Bag of Day, like that's the only hooks that she uses. I've never even heard of hero hooks.
Those are vintage. I remember my mom using those.
And I was watching somebody else. Oh, she has hooks that she got from her grandmother.
It gets cold here sometimes. I can use it in a week in January.
Y'all have winter in January? Ours is like February, mid-February. That like 2 or 3 days.
January and March, so we get a week or two somewhere in there.
You get a whole week?
Yeah. Oh. We had 3 days in a row here that I had to cover my plants, turn the heater on in my pump, and keep the water going because it got below freezing 3 nights in a row.
Wow.
Yeah.
We had 2021. We had a really, really bad freeze, and we lost electricity.
Dawn, you're not vintage. I said your hooks are vintage. That's nut.
Read what you want to read.
Holy crap. Anyway, no, what I'm thinking is we're going on a cruise. Yes, huge hail in Orlando. We had it here too. Huge hail. My thought for this is to make a really pretty fancy stitch shawl. We're celebrating our 40th wedding anniversary in January, and we're going on a cruise. And I thought for the evenings on the cruise to make a really pretty shawl out of this. So that's what that's going for.
That would be nice.
So
40 years.
We have been on here for a little over an hour, and I know that there are other lives kind of scheduled, and I don't want to step on anybody's toes because people get crabby.
Well,
but anyway, we do need to
wrap. Do they know that I'm live when I'm not on here? I'm still live, like in my house. Yeah, I kind of heard some stuff when I first. So when did you start your channel, by the way?
It was July 13th last year. I'll be a year this July.
So you and I started like literally within days of each other.
Yeah, my first was on a Sunday.
I remember when you were doing your Sunday. Was it Sunday and Wednesday?
Sunday and Wednesday. Yeah.
That's. Oh,
hola.
Hello. Okay, I
that went by too fast. I didn't catch the name, but I saw hola and a hand. Hola.
Yeah. Hola. I'm learning Spanish. I've been learning Spanish for 530 something days, and I could probably order food in a Mexican restaurant. Yeah, Dawn, today has been, it's Tanks and Teas, it's Star Wars Day again. Lynn Ann's gonna roll her eyes again. And
I have seen the very first Star Wars movie. I have not seen anything since then. None of them. They don't interest.
You've only seen the first Star Wars?
I've only seen the first one, and I saw that about 6 months ago. I've never seen it in the theater. I've never seen it anywhere. My kids can recite lines and are obsessed with it. I never have. And you're not going to like, I don't do Harry Potter either. Jackie, you're frozen. And she's gone. I've never ever seen any of the. There, you're back, but you're still frozen. It's not. I'm not interested in it, and I'll tell you what else. I don't watch a lot of TV. We're a sports family. We watch a lot of sports, but I don't sit and watch TV shows very much either. Not interested in it. She's in shock. Yes, she probably is in shock. My kids are in shock. They're wondering how they came from me because they are all into the Star Wars and the Harry Potters, but Judy, it's not something that interests me. Oh well. Yeah, I kind of just shocked her all to hell. Jackie, you're frozen. So yeah. It is a thing. I know. It's a big thing. Yes, thank you. It's just not very interesting. Jackie, I'm giving you 2 more minutes. If you can't unfreeze, we're going to end this. See, I froze her, so I guess I'm the evil twin. Yeah, Jackie, I don't know if you can hear me. Well, guys, I don't know what's going on. She is gone again. Thank you, Judy. I would rather read or crochet. My husband doesn't understand. I didn't grow up watching TV. We were playing in our bedrooms and not allowed in the living room. TV was never a part of my life, and I'm okay with that. Jackie, now we can't hear you.
Can anybody see?
We can see you now, and we can barely hear you. Turn your volume up.
I was gone.
You were gone twice and frozen. I'm sorry I shocked you.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry. It's like you were talking and then all of a sudden you weren't, and I was like, okay, is she gone or am I gone?
You were gone. You froze. Everybody's convinced I shocked you because I don't do Star Wars.
Well.
And I don't know the galaxy thing that you're talking about either.
Pool crisis.
Oh,
Is it
I don't even want to talk about my pool crisis. I cannot get rid of the fungus.
I don't know what my facial expressions look like.
Oh, honey, you were shocked. Seriously, dead shocked. It was hysterical.
Oh God. Okay. Well, I don't know if we did anything.
Yeah, Jackie, your sound is really low. Can you turn your volume up?
Can you hear me all right?
You're very low. Turn yourself up.
I try. Okay, let me try this again. I think my air conditioner came back on, and no.
I hope somebody did.
Oh, please, nobody have a screenshot of my frozen face.
There, that's better, Jackie.
No. Did that get any better or no? Yeah. It sounds better if I had the microphone, but then when I turn on the microphone, I can't hear you.
Yes, Stephanie, my father would make us go out to turn the antenna so he could get the hockey game from Chicago. I was the automatic hockey, the turner.
Okay, I can't hear. Okay. Oh yeah, I gotta watch my face now in case I get frozen again. Always smiling.
Always smiling. Even if you're scowling on the inside.
So did anybody have any questions? I don't remember.
Yeah,
I think it's just a poop show, but
It-
organized chaos is still organized.
exactly. Exactly. And then you hear, stop!
Oh, okay. Meantime, you're standing like
Yeah, we're outside.
one
No,
foot on
literally, the big pole antenna
and
is
you
at the
got the
top of the
tin
house, and
foil.
we're turning the pole so that the antenna would turn to get the right signal.
Man, when we got cable, we didn't know what to do. We're like, where do we stand now?
It's
Those were the good old days.
and
Even
the
though they
kids
didn't
will
seem
never
like it
know.
at the time.
The kids will never know. If you look, ask anybody under the age of 15 to make a call, and they'll all do this. Ask anybody our name, and they'll do this.
Yeah.
Nobody knows what this means. They all know what this means.
It's like what the save button on phones and computers. It's because of the floppy disk from computers, but nobody knows that. They're like, oh, you 3D printed the save button.
No. Anyway.
Oh, whenever the president came, oh my gosh, I just thinking about that right now is
yes,
giving me
rabbit ears too,
flashbacks.
Judy. Yes,
That's
TV was
true.
free and programs were better and the seasons were longer. You got a whole, 30 episodes instead of 16.
Or like when life before you could record things if you didn't catch it when it was on and you didn't catch the
Hey, Kelly.
Okay, Kelly. Let's just
I'm so glad
anybody
it was
has
you
that
and not
picture, I
me.
kind of want to see it and all copies of it just for I just want to proofread it. That's all.
Nope. Once it's out there, it's out there. You're out of luck.
Hi, Jan.
Hey, Jan.
Okay, yeah, Jan's the channel I was watching last night, and I can't remember what was I watching? I had a point, but I don't remember what it was, so.
Oh, yuck. Yes, it is.
Oh, mold was in the pool. Okay, I've got it all figured out now. I'm good. I'm catching up. But Jan, I was watching Jan's video this morning, and I can't remember where I was going with that. She does her Wednesdays are wearables. I think that's her her.
Oh no, that's
she does
that's
wearables.
That's not Jan.
Well, whatever it was, I guess it.
That strings and things. It does the wearable Wednesday, and I can't think of her name either. It's on the top. Jan is the Alaskan crafter.
Right. That's not the one that does the
wearable Wednesdays. No, that's strings and things or strings and thread or something like that.
Alaskan. Okay, she's the one that was recording in her car and it was raining. I mean, raining and
yes.
Okay.
Yes, on her really long driveway in Alaska that my husband wants to come visit, Jan, some of these days.
My air conditioner won't shut up, so I can't hear anything, and I can't turn it up any louder. It's as loud as it gets, so.
Well, you know what? 75 minutes. Does anybody have any questions? Yes, snowing and raining. You can keep the snow and rain in Alaska, Jan.
Wow, I think there's three crochet YouTubers in Alaska. I'm sure there's more than that, but I know of 3.
Oh, Jan, you don't know. You don't want us coming up there. My husband will never leave. He will be camping in your driveway.
Yeah, dial-up was the worst. I can't hear you, Lynanne. I'm sorry.
Oh no.
I mean, I can hear you, but I can't hear you.
Yeah, I get you. Yes, we will schedule something for a wrap up.
Just for you.
I'm going to put this out there. I'm going to tell you right now, and I'll mention it again tomorrow. I'm giving away 3 prizes. I'm giving away 1 randomly for a tank, 1 randomly for a tea, and then I have compiled a group of judges for the best in show from all of everybody. Because I figured that the tank and the tea is going to be a random draw, and then my panel of judges is going to do a best in show. And they're going to get the prize.
Bye, Gwen.
Bye, Gwen.
Thanks for hanging out with us. Tell your friends or don't.
Yeah. Welcome to the poop show. But that's how I'm going to do this. I'm going to do a random draw for 1 tank, a random draw for 1 tea, and then my judges are going to do a best in show.
Did you say best in show?
Yep. Jan, I'll Zoom you tonight.
Yes.
Well, of course we
that
will.
Would be fun. Team swatch, team non-swatch. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay.
Okay, Jan, whenever you're ready, I will help you.
Oh, see, this is fun. I like that idea. Like, yeah, that's my brain. Never mind. I'm just gonna look pretty.
And you do.
I really did have something I was gonna say, but I don't remember what it was. So, yay, Denise.
Denise, you are in the minority. Bye, Judy. Thanks for hanging out.
Thank you for popping in. Okay, well, I just wanted to do one more thing, if you don't mind. I need to flip my calendar for my May inspiration, so if I can do that right quick, and then we can wrap up. Is that okay?
Absolutely, go for it.
Okay. Are you gonna sing with me?
June 30th, Yvette. June 30th.
June 30th. Yeah. Are you gonna sing with me?
I don't sing. I don't sing.
Right. I won't sing.
It's terrible.
Whatever. Okay. Ready? Flip the outline. Flip the calendar. All right, here we go. And
oh, that's pretty.
Can I see it? Oh.
Thanks, Denise. That's interesting color work there.
Do what?
I said that's interesting colors.
It looks like.
It looks fall.
I was kind of hoping it would be like yellow, and I'd be like, oh, look, I already have this already started.
Nope.
I think I have some of this in stash, though. Oh, wait. Look at this.
Perfect. There you go. That would work perfect.
I think that works.
It works. I see a shawl. I see a shawl.
Of course. Okay. Well, after I finish here.
No, 1 entry per person per garment.
Dawn, you know what? Sure. That sounds good. So you're going to do entries for teas and tanks separate, right?
Separately, yes.
Okay. I think I will do that as well. And yeah.
And that one's going to be just a random draw.
Giveaway. I'm still kind of compiling a list of things to include in said giveaway. So I'm not going to be too specific, but there's going to be stuff, and it'll be yarn stuff. So
yeah, that's me too. It's going to be yarn stuff and the good stuff.
Bye, Loretta. Thanks for popping
in. Bye, guys. Yes, Trubu is kind of difficult.
And Kobu are special yarns.
Yep.
I will say it that way. They are special yarns.
Yeah. And that's probably a good idea to swatch if you've never used them before.
Special. Okay, well, did you have any closing remarks?
No, just it's been fun. Poop show and all. It's been fun.
Okay, Dawn. We'll have to have a meeting of the minds to answer that question because you're getting a little spicy now.
She's going to frog and work on one and frog it and work on one, and she'll end up only doing one.
Yeah,
She's still trying to figure out how to do a
but you
cardigan.
can't
She's going to
have
do
them all in a picture
fuchsia.
together. All right,
Yeah,
everybody.
no, we're good. I
don't know how long it's been, but it's been
82 minutes and 39 seconds. So we really see, I told you, Dawn. So anyway, we really need to go. We've been on long enough. And she's gone again.
You know what? When I play it back, I'll hear everything and I'll just comment in the comment section. This is what I meant when I said. So, all right. Anyway, everybody enjoy your tea time. Oh, ha ha ha, look what I did there. Your tank and tea time. And we will definitely do this again for the wrap up. And if you have any questions, if you need any help with any of your patterns, even if we don't know what the heck we're talking about, we'd like to chat with you anyway. Bye, everybody. Oh, thank you so much, Dawn. I appreciate it.
Bye, everybody. Thanks for stopping in.
Yes. Okay. Bye, Lynn-Ann.
Bye. We'll talk.
I think bye. We'll figure this out. Here we go.